Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, fabulous Squiz Kids listeners, and welcome to the Kids vs. Adults Bumper Holiday Squiz on Epic Explorers. I'm Christy Kijarina, and all through the year in the Squiz Kids Daily podcast, we've been bringing you the big news stories of the day run through our kid-friendly filter to make sure that you know all you need to know about the world around you. And at the end of every week, we've tested how much you retained in the Kids vs. Adults Weekly News Quiz. But now, because it's the holidays, we're presenting some bumper Kids vs. Adult quizzes on some fun topics to see who's smarter, kids or adults. Here's how this quiz works. 10 questions for kids about Epic Explorers and then 10 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct questions wins. Easy peasy. Are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, kids, here are your 10 questions. Question number 1. Before humans ever blasted into space, scientists sent animals first to see if space travel was even possible. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched Laika into orbit aboard a spacecraft called Sputnik 2. What type of animal was Laika? You're off to a good start if you knew that Laika was a dog. Question number 2. In the famous adventure story written by Jules Verne, Around the World in insert number of days here, a calm and curious traveller named Phileas Fogg races the clock to circle the globe in how many days? Around the world in how many days? Is it 30 days, 60 days, or 80 days? There's a great movie too for this one. It is 80 days. Question number 3. Some explorers don't need ships or planes. Certain insects explore their world on foot and even work together in really clever ways. Which tiny animals explore and map their territory using scent trails and have even been known to join together to form floating rafts during floods? Is it A, spiders, B, ants, or C, beetles? That's right, it is in fact B, ants. Is there anything they can't do? Question number 4. Before the first fleet arrived in Australia, British navigator James Cook explored and mapped part of Australia's east coast back in 1770. What was the name of Captain Cook's ship? Was it A, the Endeavour, B, the Discovery, or C, the Bounty? Captain Cook's ship was called A, the Endeavour. Question number 5. For centuries, traders travelled thousands of kilometres across deserts and mountains carrying valuable goods between Asia and Europe. What famous trade route was named after the fancy fabric that was traded along it? It's the something road. Had you heard of this one? It's called the Silk Road. Question number 6. One of the world's most famous travellers helped to introduce Europe to new foods, cultures and ideas from Asia. This explorer shares his name with a call and response pool game that you might have played while splashing around in the pool this summer. What is this explorer's name? Does it help if I say Marco? That's right, it is Marco Polo. Question number 7. Explorers don't always rely on maps. One simple tool has helped people find their way for hundreds of years. What navigation tool uses a magnetized needle to help explorers find their way? And for an extra point, which direction does the needle point towards? That very handy tool is called a compass, and for an extra point, the needle points north. Question number 8, only a few more to go. Australia has a long history of Antarctic exploration. One Australian explorer in particular became famous for surviving extreme cold, hunger and isolation. Which explorer led expeditions to Antarctica in the early 1900s? And I'll give you a hint, you can still visit the huts that he left behind. And there are exact replicas of them in Hobart in Tasmania. Is it A, Ernest Shackleton, B, Douglas Mawson, or C, Roald Amundsen? Yep, you can visit copies of his shacks in Tassie. It is B, Douglas Mawson. Question number 9. In 1937, aviation pioneer Amelia Earhart attempted to fly around the world, pushing the limits of what pilots believed was possible. What was the name of Amelia Earhart's aeroplane? Was it A, the Sky Queen, B, the Silver Wing, or C, Electra? You're well up on your explorers if you knew this one. It is C, Electra. And last one for you this week, kids. As part of NASA's Artemis space program, Australia is building its very first lunar rover to explore the moon's surface. What was the name chosen by the Australian public for this moon rover? Was it A, the Rover, B, the Moonmate, or C, the Starhopper? Oh, Australians, we love our kangaroos. It is A, the Rover. How did you go, kids? How many did you get right out of 10? Are you going to beat the adults this time? Yep, I reckon so too. Alrighty, adults, now it's your turn. Fire up that old grey matter because here we go. Question number 1. In April 1970, a crewed NASA mission suffered a catastrophic onboard explosion while travelling to the moon. What followed became one of the most famous rescue efforts in space history, featuring the line, "Houston, we have a problem," and some heroic problem solving using duct tape and ingenuity. Which space mission was this one? You might have seen the movie. This mission was Apollo 13. Question number 2. When British navigator Matthew Flinders circumnavigated Australia in the early 1800s, he didn't do it alone. His loyal companion became so famous that statues were later erected in his honour. What type of animal accompanied Matthew Flinders on his voyages? And for a bonus point, what was that animal's name? That animal was a cat, and he was called Trim. Question number 3. During the famous Lewis and Clark expedition in North America from 1804 to 1806, one woman played a vital role as a guide and interpreter. And this was despite being just a teenager and caring for a baby along the way. Who was this woman? Was she A, Pocahontas, B, Tukulitu, or C, Sacagawea? The answer is C. Sacagawea was this amazing woman. Question number 4. Inspired by paleoanthropologist Louis Leakey, one scientist revolutionised how humans understand primates by spending years observing them in the wild, especially gorillas and chimpanzees. Who was this groundbreaking primatologist? And I'll give you a hint. She sadly just died in October of last year. Her name was Jane Goodall. Question number 5. In 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary became the first person confirmed to reach the summit of Mount Everest, alongside a Sherpa whose achievements were just as extraordinary. What was the name of the Sherpa who supported Hillary? His name was Tenzing Norway, and he later climbed the mountain around another 30 times. Question number 6. When James Cook arrived in the Pacific in 1769, his mission wasn't only about mapping new lands. Before sailing on to Australia, he stopped at Tahiti to observe a rare astronomical event. What celestial event was Captain Cook observing? Was it A, a solar eclipse, B, the transit of Venus, or C, a passing comet? Well done, adults, if you knew that the answer is B, the transit of Venus. Question number 7. Centuries before Columbus, Norse explorers sailed west from Greenland and reached parts of North America, leaving archaeological evidence behind. Which Viking explorer is credited with leading these voyages? Is it A, Eric the Red, B, Leif Erikson, or C, Ragnar Lothbrok? I just love the name Ragnar Lothbrok, but it was in fact B, Leif Erikson. Question number 8. In classic cartoons and old adventure films, explorers are often shown wearing a light-coloured, brimmed helmet designed for hot climates and colonial expeditions. What is this type of hat called? That famous explorer hat is called a pith helmet, P-I-T-H. Question number 9. Launched back in 2021, one space telescope was designed to look further back in time than ever before, observing the earliest galaxies and studying distant exoplanets in infrared light. What is the triple-barreled name of this telescope? Of course, it is the James Webb Space Telescope. And we got here so quickly, last one for you adults. Question number 10. Exploration isn't just about the land and the sea. Scientists have spent centuries mapping the human body, identifying regions with very specific jobs. The following features of the body are named after the epic explorers who mapped them. Which organ of the body are the Circle of Willis and Wernicke's area found in? They are in the most mysterious of organs, the brain. How did you go, adults? How many did you get right? Did you beat the kids? Who took out bragging rights this week? Alrighty, now that we've given your brain cells a workout, it's time for...
Shout-outs.
And we're going to wish a very happy birthday to these Squiz kids who are celebrating a birthday today and over the past week. And I reckon because it's a Friday, we should crack out that old birthday reggae tune. Hit it. And it's a very happy birthday to Zuri from Brisbane, Bunty from Lugano, Silas from Bundaberg, William from Pakenham, Will from Strathkeller, and Arabelle from Wentworthville. Well, folks, that's all we have time for. I hope you're enjoying these quizzes. And if you're hanging out for something to do over the holidays, we have a whole back catalogue of them for you to listen to. And the best bit, they are all free. Check it all out at squizkids.com.au or find it in the Squiz Kids feed of your favourite podcasting app. And remember, if you subscribe, all this excellent audio content will magically appear. For now, though, this is Christy Kijarina signing off and reminding you to get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.